Hi friends, welcome to another video. So today I am doing a little bit of a mini haul and also playing around with one of the things that I purchased. So Wrapunzel has had some really great sales going on lately, and one of them was for striped scarves and the reintroduction of the Metro scarf, and this is the Metro scarf in purple. How stunning is that? I cannot get over it. I loved it. I almost bought it when it was on sale. It's so beautiful and lightweight. It's like a fancy New York Brights. I absolutely love it. But I didn't buy it when it was on sale because it was really just the one and I couldn't bring myself to do it. And then they had the cranberry sale and I cracked. So I got a couple of cranberry scarves. So this is the soft purple and gray, which funny enough, I didn't have this. The Wrapunzel website photo is a photo of me modeling this color, but I didn't take it home from the photo shoot, and it wasn't until later when I saw the photos that I was like, oh, I actually really like that color on me. So I decided to get it. And then I also got this beautiful teal with, on the other side of it. So there's like a light teal and copper they call it, and then this is the regular teal, but also how beautiful is that coppery color on the inside. So you may have noticed, or maybe not, just from its absence, but I am a little bit scared of pashminas. I don't really have any pashmina wraps on this channel because I struggle with them. And so the cranberries being on such incredible sale, I decided it was, time to face that fear of mine. I love the cranberries. I think that they are so stunningly beautiful. But yeah, I have one that I'm much more likely to wear it as a scarf than I am to wear it as a wrap. So that's a plan that I have, to do a video where I really try and confront my fear of the pashmina and come up with some ways that I enjoy wrapping with them that I can do consistently. But something else that I have been absolutely drooling over since it was introduced was one of the new staff pick kits. And so I decided to buy those scarves, and I also decided to buy the Victoria staff pick kit. So that is what this video is going to be focusing on primarily, is doing several looks with the Victoria kit. So just to break it down really quickly, I have the Victoria kit comes with this headband in purple. It comes with a Lakeshore Bliss scarf in this beautiful teal blue color. It comes with the Fiesta scarf here. And the thing that really made me know that I absolutely had to make it mine, this exclusive golden Israeli tichel in gold. And of course, you can see it in my hand, this beautiful, beautiful pin. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on it. How gorgeous is that? I think this is the same pin that was with the Carnival kit. I think that's what they called it, with had a pashmina and an orange Shiny-licious. But yeah, that's the kit. It's beautiful. And so yeah, today is me just doing a few looks with the scarves in this kit. And so I've only practiced one of them up until this point, so it might take a couple tries. And as with the kit that I created, I'm going to be cutting in between each look so that I can do a little bit of photo and video for my Instagram. I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to keep my Cloud9 on the whole time. When I created my own kit, I wanted to challenge myself to use different shapers. And I just don't feel like doing that today, so I'm not going to. So the first wrap that I'm going to be doing, I am going to be wrapping with the Fiesta scarf. I think this launched on its own at some point in the fall, and now it is exclusive, I think, to the Victoria kit. So it's this beautiful lightweight viscose scarf, and then it has these tassels just on all four corners of the scarf. So I really love that, because if you like tassels, it's easy to wrap in a way that shows them off. But also, if you're not such a fan, if you don't want to have them out, they are really, really easy to tuck in. So I am going to be folding this over. It's very, very wide. I'm going to be folding this over quite a bit. And I am going to be putting it on my head rather unevenly. So I want one short tail and the rest of my scarf to be very long on the other side. And so really what I want, and I'm just going to tie this in a knot at the back of my head. So I want this short side to be just long enough to come up at the top of my head and not a whole lot longer. So that is pretty perfect, actually. And so I am going to fold in the raw edges on this side and bring it up. And then also, as much as possible on my shorter side, try to fold in those raw edges and bring that up as well. And then I'm going to tie them in a knot and have my shorter end coming out the front. Make sure I get all my tassels pulled through, and the longer end coming out the back. So that's exactly what I wanted. And I am now going to take this long end. This is why I wanted it to be so long, because all I am going to do is just wrap that back and around, nice and smooth, and then tuck it right on into itself, going all the way around. Now, of course, if you wanted to leave some more of those tassels sticking out, by all means, it'd be really easy to do, to either pull them out or even, let's see, where did I have them? There's one. If you wanted to like bring them forward and have them hanging out here, you could do that. I'm just gonna keep everything tucked in, at least for now. And you will see why. All right, so there we go. Nice and smooth. And you could also, you could just wear it totally on its own, just like this. Take this, flop it back. I think that would be so super cute. But instead, what I am going to do is I am now going to grab my headband here, and I am going to put it on so that it's got this little like turban style knot in it. And I am going to have that at the front of my head. So I'm going to bring it just like so. Make sure I'm spreading that out nice and wide, and you could make this as wide or as narrow as you wanted. I want just a sliver of that fiesta scarf showing on either side. And you can see that I've put it over top of my little end right here. And so now I'm going to take that end and fold it back over the knot in the headband. And then again, if you wanted to tuck your little tassel-y ends through, just hide them underneath, you could do that, but I am going to leave them out because I think that it is such an adorable look to have those cascading tassels by the face. And then this poof, you can make it as big or as small as you want. I like it a little bit on the smaller side, so I am just going to gather it down a little bit, and then any excess floof I am just going to tuck right underneath of that headband. And that's the look. I thought this was So cute, so fun, and like you can absolutely play around with the positioning of the tassels, with the size of the poof to get exactly the look that you are going for. So this is it from the front, from the side, the back, and the other side. So for those of you who love a turban look, even if you don't tend to wear a ton of turban looks, I know that I don't wear a ton of them. I think this is a really wearable, subtle way to do it and incorporate not just this particular headband, but if you have any headband in this style, to use it to really amp up the volume of the poof right there. For my second look, I am going to bust out the Lakeshore Bliss. So if you don't have one of these are one of my favorite pashminas to use because they're really thin and easy to work with. So they are slightly different. You can see this one has more of the lighter background with the darker design, and this one is the reverse. I think I'm gonna put that side out. And I want to do a variation on a beginner's luck is what I'm going to try and go for. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put on my headband, and I'm going to put it on with the knot portion back here. And I'm going to put it on at an angle to create a sort of peekaboo crisscross type look. So almost like it's going to be a 2-scarf wrap, but it's actually secretly just a headband. All right, so now I will grab my Lakeshore Bliss here, fold it down a little to fit my head, and yeah. Put it on at the opposing angle, and then just as usual, a knot in the back to secure it. There we go. And I am now going to bring this side up and over, just like that, and do a knot. Let's see how my ends are looking. That's actually pretty even. That is pretty even, but I think I might do a little bit of an amped up beginner's luck, because what I want to do is create somewhere that I can put that lovely little pin, and then there we go. This top end I am just going to bring back over and tuck in nice and tidy. All right, so where now am I going to put the pin? I could put it here, or I think I actually just like it in this little area of negative space right here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Just right through there. Having to pick it up, I'm getting a little bit of resistance as I was trying to go through the headband underneath. No, I don't like the way that's sitting. That I think is better. So now I'm putting it on with the pin going a little bit more vertically, and I think that is going to be a lot more secure. Yeah, that already feels better. Don't want our pins flopping about. Just like that. All right, and here we are. Look number 2. Very simple, just really showing off this beautiful pashmina and this combination of the purple and teal. So here it is from the front, side, back, and the other side. I feel like I've got a little bit of unevenness there. That looks better. All right, nice and simple look for number 2, and I will be back in a moment for my next one. For look number 3, I am starting with this stunning golden Israeli tichel in gold, which is exclusive to the kit. I'm going to fold that front edge under a little bit just to reduce the bulk in the back and tie that at the back of my neck. I'm going to fold in my triangle in the back, and then this, depending, you can put it underneath if you want, or you can wrap it up and over top. Really, all we need to do is for it to stay in place just for a minute until we wrap over it. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take the Lakeshore Bliss and put that on my head a little bit unevenly so that we can prepare for the Shira tails. Now there is a way to do this and angle your scarves. Let me check my length. That looks pretty good. I'm going to link to both the original Wrapunzel Israeli Shira tails video and then also the angled Shira tails tutorial. I find the non-angled version much easier to do, even though if you know me, you know that I do typically prefer to have angles in my wrap. And then now I am going to take that tail of my Israeli tichel and bring it up and over. And if it'll reach all the way back here to tuck under, that is optimal. I probably could have put this on my head a little bit more off center, but we are where we are now. So we're just gonna forge on ahead. And then this, your standard Shira tails finish, is just going to come up and over, see what I mean? Where it freed itself, that's okay. I am just gonna leave it and then I will deal with finishing that end in a minute. And then he is just going to come right on through that pocket right there. And there we go. That is our Shira tails. And then this guy, we can just take that little tail and tuck it right underneath. So that is all there is to it. That is how you incorporate a Shira tails with an Israeli tichel in the most simple way. So this is a little long, so what I'm going to do, all I'm doing is I'm going to take my thumb and just shove that very slightly upwards until my tails are perfectly even. So this is what it looks like from the front, from the side, back, and the other side. So one more look, I will be back momentarily. Okay, I am back now. Ooh, let me adjust the camera a little bit. I had to step away for a minute, so apologies if my lighting is a little bit different now. For my final look, I'm going to be doing a veil wrap using the Fiesta and this Israeli tichel. And I'm trying to think about what is going to be the best way to go about that. Well, let's see. I would love to do an angled look in the front if I can. So I am going to take the Fiesta scarf and fold it as I did for my Kate kit wrap and for the Snow Queen wrap. Ooh, one of my rings just went flying off my hand. I'm really off to a grand start here. Okay. Here we go. Yes, so veil, just like the Kate Kip wrap. So I have this end folded into a triangle. If you search Wrapunzel for like the Kate veil wrap, you will see exactly how that's done. I have a hard time showing it the way that my camera is set up. And then that is going to come around in the back. And let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to bring this up and over and angle it towards the front. It is always hard when you are angling towards the front to get things looking relatively tidy. But I also am going to have the Israeli tichel going over top of this, so I am not super worried. I think that actually looks pretty good. Get my earring out. There we go. All right, so now I have a little short end and a long end over here, and I'm going to grab my Israeli tichel, and I think I'm going to fold the triangle up like this, and then keep folding until I end up basically with a broad sash. And so now I'm going to put this on my head nice and even. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to tie them in a knot at the back of my head. So I'm going to go ahead and bring all of those, again, keeping my little veil tail out here in the back. Maybe fold that under just a little bit, and I will take this long tail just like so and bring it up and through the middle right there. Oh my gosh, this is looking so cute. I can't even stand it. And then I'm going to hold, so I've got this end that just came up and I've got my short end over here. I'm going to hold those in place and use the ends of my Israeli tichel to tie that off. So just like for like the Kala's trick wrap, that is what I am going to be doing. And it is easier done than said, or at least easier done than said while I am trying to talk about it. There we go. And once that is nice and secure, we can pull that. For some reason, it's still not quite as snug as I want. All right, I'm gonna try something different. All right, so I am going to cross these over in the back before I use them to tie off these two ends. This is what I mean when I said that I did not actually test drive any of these other than the very first look. I really, truly did not. So sometimes they need a little tweaking as I go along. There we go. All right, so now I have that beautiful explosion of tails down there, and I have this wrap with the gold going all the way across, making sure that that is out, and then I still have my little tail in the back. And just to finish that off, I'm going to take this pin once again, and I am going to, do I want that in the knot? I think I actually do. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to try and pull this so that this drapes down a little bit like that. So that way I don't have it, you know, sticking out quite so much, but I think that looks nice. And then I will try and secure it just like that. Not quite at the angle that I want. Sometimes getting these pins, there we go. There we go, there we go. Amazing how the simplest portion of the wrap can sometimes take the most fiddling. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. All right, so there we go. And so this is the final look, my final look using the Victoria kit. And here it is from the front, from the side, back, and the other side. I absolutely love this look. I am so pleased with this kit. Yeah, I was dying to get it and it absolutely did not disappoint. So I hope you enjoyed me playing around with this kit. Yeah, I think these techniques can be applied to so many. I mean, this kit really has such a variety. It's got a square scarf, it's got a lightweight scarf, it's got a pashmina, it's got a headband. Yeah, pretty much there's something for everybody here. I love it. And yeah, so until next time, that's a wrap for me. Thank you so much for watching.